G'day everyone, my name is Felixcalm, and today I'm going to be playing some Space Engineers. I don't have a very good mic at the moment. Later on I may resolve that issue by buying a better one, but for now, this is what I'm working with. Now, when it comes to what I'm doing in this right now, at the moment I'm currently playing in a survival world. This is basically just me, and I'm going to be doing just a survival series where I'm going to drop in with the lander and then just build up a base, make a large ship, find my way up into space, build a space station and a large ship, and we'll see how it goes off from there. But at the moment I'm going to kick you off from where I am at the moment. I have deployed a lander and I've modified it to the point where it has turrets to defend myself from meteor showers, which, because I've set the meteor intensity to normal, so there will be meteor showers every now and then. I've built a landing platform, I've built a basic miner, I'm currently building a ship, and off in the far distance behind the ship is an ore relay station that you can't see. Now I'm going to be starting off from here, and I'm going to be progressing throughout the stages of survival, just trying to get up a better ship, put in the elements of survival, and see how it goes from there. Enjoy the video. So this is what I've done with the lander. Basically I set up a bunch of conveyor tubes everywhere. Basically left it as it is. I've taken out some of the unnecessary systems. As you saw, I have the landing pad out here. I have a small tube sticking out the back of the lander, which has 2 Vulcan turrets on it. I put a bunch of struts everywhere so it's less likely to fall over in case of a meteor strike. As I said before, this is the large ship I'm building. It's going to be both atmospheric and hydrogen, and eventually when I do get into space I'll build in ion thrusters somewhere, or I might start building a new ship and deconstruct this one. We'll see how it goes. And then over here, as I said, is my ore relay. This is ore relay 1. The first one I built today tells me the resources that are around here, and it's really just 4 solar panels, ore detector, an antenna, and then just down here I've got a little space where I've got the battery, and that's just to protect it. Also, with that GPS point Felixcalm 1 is, I'm going to be building a new ore relay, and I'm going to build another one, and I'm going to try and if I can make a bunch dotted around the area so I know where things are. And yeah, that's essentially all that's going to be. This progress on this ship, I'm not building off blueprint. This is all just as it goes type of building. I have no idea what this ship's going to look like.
Fuel critical.
This is all just running off the inside of my head. It may look ugly at the moment, it may look ugly during, but I will do my best to make it look better. I did the mistake in having the turrets on the wrong side of the lander, because the meteors always come from towards the moon. So what I am going to do is put on another Vulcan turret just on the side here to deal with the ones that come from that direction. Alright, so that's the Vulcan turret set up now, and I also just dispersed some of the ammunition to this turret so it's actually able to shoot now. And what I'm going to do now is continue working on the large ship. Now this may seem like a slow process, but I will consider doing some sort of welding ship in the future and just see how that operates. But as it is, I'm not very good at building smart atmospheric ships, so I'd rather not try my luck. But if you guys think it's a bit too slow of a process, or you want me to try and challenge myself, then I may very well do that in possibly the next episode. So this is the third video I've recorded, but the second one that I've properly edited. And it's going to be the first video I've ever uploaded to YouTube. So this is my beginning, my very first. So please don't be too harsh. I'm learning, but any constructive criticism that you can give would be greatly appreciated. And I'd also like to make notes that I have played this game before, many times. I've got well over 400 hours in this game. While I'm not a noob, I know what I'm doing when it comes to certain aspects of it. There's also a lot of parts in it, a lot of things in it that I don't understand, like programmable and timer blocks and sensors, especially sensors. I've not a clue what they're meant to do. In regards to everything else, that's vanilla. I don't think there's too much that I don't understand. Pretty knowledgeable on what most of the stuff in Space Engineers does and how to work with it efficiently. Actually, if anybody has any suggestions as to what I can do in any of my next videos, I would be very grateful to any advice you can give. As a new member of the YouTube community, I would be more than happy to try my best and become a better YouTuber and make better content. But for the moment, I'm just going to try and go at my own pace and figure it out for myself. But if you have any tips and tricks that you think may help me, please leave them in the comments below. I'm more than willing to hear them out and see how well they work for me. Just thought I'd add in a little bit of a nice bit of steel plate architecture, which doesn't actually look too bad in my opinion. Adds a little bit of dynamic to the room. And actually what I can do is I'll also leave some decisions up to anybody who's watching this. If you look at the ship and you have an idea of what you would put on this ship if you were building it, put it in the comments and tell me what your idea is, and I'll look through them as best as I can. And if you have a really good idea, I'll start doing it in the next video, or whichever video that I see it after. And I'll also give a little shout out, give some credit to the person who came up with the idea, because I'm not really the kind of person to steal an idea and think of it as their own. I'm more than happy to give credit where it is due. A really good idea for the design of the ship, then I'm more than happy to give credit for it. So that's just something to think about. Which I think is actually a pretty good idea. The audience getting to have some say in the design of the ship in a survival scenario over time. I think that should be a really good idea. If you guys think that's an idea, let me know in the comments below and tell me what you think of it. And I seem to have run out of hydrogen. Alright, so I don't know, this is gonna hurt. I'm probably gonna die. Yep, I died. I died very much. Let's come back and grab my body. Actually, something I do like is with the meteor impacts, you can actually see that the actual ground itself is pushed upwards and out, depending, like, from the direction. I always find that very fascinating because it's just that adds a little bit extra. Alright, so I'm not entirely sure what to add next, but I think a good place to start would be some forward engine pods. So that will be starting off here at the back. And I'm almost out of hydrogen again.
Fuel critical.
Oh, I'm dead again. I'm not very good at staying alive. That'd be a terrible Bee Gees song. Ow! Oh, the wolves are attacking me! That's a first. I've never had the wolves attack me before. Oh, they must have fixed their AI or something. I know, I feel terrible. They're just forest doggos. Just forest doggos trying to live their best life. Actually, this is more of a personal request. I would like it if anybody in the comment section would like to guess what nationality I am. Because I have a feeling that certain people of my nationality will not think that I'm part of that nationality. Which people pick up on which nationality I am. That's just a little test for you guys. I'll say at the end of the next video what nationality I am, and you'll see if you're right or if you're wrong. What I'll do next is do some of the internals. So I've got more or less my upward thrust sorted.
Low.
And oh, my jetpack's low again. I keep forgetting to fill it up, and I've got no fuel again. Well, we know what happens. I do apologize, I normally don't die this much playing the game. First, fill up my hydrogen bottles. Alright, I'm back to full hydrogen. Now what I'm gonna do is grab all my interior plates, and I'm gonna start putting in the plumbing of the ship. And another meteor storm's coming, but I don't have much to worry about that. Alright, so what I usually do when it comes to the plumbing is that I do it along the center, and I just... Oh! That was very close to hitting us. I put it so it connects at one end, connects at the other, so if you cut it down in the middle like this, neither end will fall off. But it also means that you can pop in conveyor junctions at any point, so you can branch off from the center. For the moment, that'll remain like that. I'll cut out holes in here for the side engine pods. 'Cause that's where the forward thrust will be going. So I'll place the conveyor junctions there, connect them up. So that's more or less plumbed in from the back to front. This is also a dilemma. I would like you guys to help me decide, should I have the bridge at the front here, somewhere in the middle, or at the back? Because where the bridge is placed, that a lot of Space Engineers players know, is that wherever the bridge is placed can drastically affect on the actual look of the ship. So if the bridge was up here, you can have a bulkier end, bulkier front, and it would be a rather slim back. Alternatively, if you have the bridge at the back, that's a bulky back with a rather slim front. If you have it in the middle, then that's a rather bulky middle, and it can generally go slim either way, or a bit thicker one way and slimmer the other way. But either way, it's really drastically changes the design of the ship. So any help you guys can give to where the bridge can go would be greatly appreciated. Just to save fuel, I'm just going to walk along the conveyor line and just weld up the interior plate aspects of it. Alright, so that's all the interior in play aspects of it. I've got my hydrogen and soon to be oxygen system set up. I think I might put the engineering, like the reactors and batteries, in there. I think I'll put in a large reactor, and I'll have to connect the points going up and down as well. I'll put in 2 reactors, just to give that a little bit extra power. And then I'll also place in a number of batteries in specific locations. I will also be working on this off screen, as I have done all of what you've seen thus far off screen, except for the added bits I just added onto the ship here. And so it may look different between videos, but I will try and keep the main construction parts visible to you guys, so I'll try and keep it in the videos if I can. Actually, I think I might take a little break from building, and I'll go off and I'll do some mining. Alright, so I'll put my battery on discharge, and I'll take off. So I've got about an hour to half an hour of proper power in this thing, so I'll try and keep it a relatively short trip, but I just want to mine some more cobalt, because I'm running low on cobalt at the moment. Use my camera, and I'll start using the right click drill just to clear the way so I can get to that good cobalt, and then properly start mining it. Now what I also tend to do with this ship, because it's got downward facing drills, I also do a bit of spin. What that does is it makes a bigger hole, so I'm able to better maneuver. Alright, so I've made it to the cobalt, and now I'm going to start mining the cobalt. Now same with the drilling down technique with the spinning, I'm also going to spin to collect the cobalt, as this will give a greater area of mining collection, and I'll be able to collect more cobalt ore quicker. Alright, I think I've got enough cobalt at the moment, so I'm just going to fly up out. I'm going to head back to the base. Alright, and what I'm going to do is just fly over here quickly, start dumping the stone, because it's just a pain to keep refining it. It just takes up way too much space. So yeah, just got rid of all that, and then I'll just park the miner. The good thing about this mine, because it's what I consider a vertical miner, it has its drills facing downwards just on the bottom here, and I can use them as somewhat like landing gears. They don't lock onto the surface or anything, but they keep it level, and because they're very durable as a block, they don't break that easily. So if you do a hard landing, you're more than likely to either keep them intact or survive than if they were actual landing gears. And also, I do apologize if I don't edit out any of my hiccuping. I am a compulsive hiccuper, and it's impossible to stop. I've had them for about a year and a month, and I've hiccuped every day, at least 20 times a day in that time period. So if I do hiccup and I don't edit it out, I apologize, but there's just so much hiccuping that it's impossible for me to get all of it. Alright, so what I think I'll do is start welding up those conveyor tubes and just start getting them into a usable stage. In my videos as well, I will try and do my best and cut out as much of the just the usual welding. So I don't want this to be just a snore fest, just watching me weld up components into the blocks. So I'll try and skip through that as much as I can. I'll still show it, but I won't have it be the highlights of the video reel. Alright, so that's all the conveyor tubes for the moment welded up. And I think I'll just do some framework for the forward thrust on the ship. So what I'm thinking about for the forward thrust is have it be mainly for the hydrogen system. So for space, that can be the forward thrust system for that. But I'll also integrate some of the atmospheric forward thrust, just so the hydrogen isn't used all the time. So I'll pop in the hydrogen thrusters, and I'll pop in the scaffolding for the large one. Just a disclaimer, I'm not very good at designing engine pods. If we were to go to one of the ships that I've designed in the Steam Workshop, it's called the NOI Atlas. It's an exploration carrier. If you look at, there's 3 versions of it, but all 3 versions have the same engine pods, and they're just basically just long rectangles. So they're nothing special. So if you're squeamish to blockiness, then I'd suggest that you just ignore the thruster pod section of this building
Storm inbound.
and just try not to get salty with me, because I try my best to make ships look as good as I can, but sometimes it doesn't work out the way I want it to, as I'm sure a lot of you shipbuilders can relate to. Alright, so this is the scaffolding for the hydrogen pods, engine pods so far. As I said, they're nothing spectacular at the moment, possibly not ever. There's going to be more functional wise, but I think for the time being that it will be what I need. And also to mention, this is not going to be a needle ship, this is just the core frame of it. I will be expanding it outwards, so it'll be more of a flatter ship by the time I'm done with it. And I'm just going to be editing up as many of the blocks as I can. So don't worry if I skip throughout a lot of this, because I'm just going to edit as much of the actual welding up as I can. Alright, so I've currently run out of the steel plates that I was using to weld up the thrusters, so I think I'll also leave this video here. I will do some work off screen, probably finish welding up the what I've done so far of the forward thrusters, and I may add some more aspects to it. I'll start working on the thrusters as quickly as I can, and I will also try and do some surveying around the area and try and find some gold so I can build the superconductors for the reactors. Alright, I would like to thank everybody who has watched this video for watching it. As I said at the beginning of this video, this is my very first YouTube video ever, and I do intend to make more. If you liked my content and what I've made so far, please hit that like button just down below. I'd really appreciate if you did that. I know a lot of YouTubers put up like, maybe we can get 500 likes on this video, maybe 1,000 likes. At the moment, I would just be satisfied with 5 likes. If I get more, if I get less, I'm not too fussed. Just even 1 like would make me incredibly happy. So, again, thank you for watching this video. If you have any ideas for what I can do in later episodes, please put it in the comments below. And if you have any ideas what else I can do for my series that I'll be doing, please do put down your suggestions in the comments as well. This is Felixcalm, and I am signing out. Goodbye.